Hi, Bryce here. Today we're going to build a thing that will be able to record your grades. So I'm in my Google Drive. I'm going to click New, and then I'm going to make a thing called a Google Form. So a form is like a questionnaire that I'll be able to answer weekly, and then it will tell me how my grades are doing. So I'm going to take this form that I have popping up online, and I'm going to be able to change a lot of the different things in the form so that it can give me the series of questions that I want to check in and answer weekly. So it'll almost be like a journal entry where I've got the same questions that I'm answering each week. So let's see, it right now is still loading a bit, so we can let that happen. The core of it is that it's like a survey system. So this tool most of the time is used for surveys that you send out to lots of people, and then they'll give you answers and you can interpret what those answers mean. That's the most common use for Google Forms. We're going to be using it in a sort of weird way, grade tracker, so that we can track our own grades. And so we'll say that it's the grade tracker, and we'll do weekly logging of some info about our grades. So you can change about my grades. Yeah, we'll do individual my grades. Okay, so we will be able to ask ourselves a series of questions. So I'm going to ask a few different questions like, what is your current grade in, I'm a science teacher, so science first. And instead of a multiple choice question, which maybe you could do A, B, C, D, F, I think it would be better for us to do, let's do a short answer version. Oh, I should have a question mark on here. Question mark, what is your grade in science? And it's a short answer. So I'll write in, what is your grade in science? And we're going to make this for the percentage. Oh, so shift 5 is percentage. What is your grade percentage in science? And then I'm going to make this a required question so that I have to answer it. And I'm going to duplicate it also. So I can say, what is your current grade in science? And then instead of percentage, we're going to say letter. Whoops. Should spell it correctly. What is your grade letter? It's a little buggy because I'm screencasting. And then I'm going to add all these suggestions. So it's trying to suggest different options. And so now you can see it's asking me, do I have an A, B, C, D, or an F? And I could actually go in and I could add some more options if I wanted to have an A plus, or let's see, I can add another option. I could say instead, let's add, maybe I want to have something like A minus as an option so that I can track with even more detail. An A minus. I can do that, and then I can add this one up here in order. So there's a few things that I can do here to change up these options. So if you wanted to, you can be very specific and make sure that you have all of these like A minus and B plus, and work your way through the whole grading system. So you've got all the parts. That's important. And then you can ask yourself these questions and see how it goes. So I'm going to keep, I guess I'm close now, B minus, and then I'll do C plus is missing, and then C minus is missing. Oh, and then D plus, and then D minus. Okay, so now I can just reorganize these and get everybody back into the pattern that they should be. So we've got these. I'm just going to set them around a little bit. This is just click, drag, and slide. These sorts of skills should be well within your ability level. And so we're just moving stuff around a bit, getting it all ready, set up. And if you were really on it, maybe you do this a different way, but it's okay to be a little bit different. So I'm going to make sure this is another required question. So we have, what is your current grade percentage in science? What's your current grade, the letter in science? And then we're going to add some more questions. So let's see. I can add another one up here by clicking on this plus. And so I'll add a plus. Here's another question. So now I want to ask, what was my level of effort this week in science? So that's a question I could ask. And instead of a multiple, maybe I want to rank this as I can do this as a linear scale. So maybe I'll do this one as a linear scale so I can rate myself on a scale of 1 to, let's do 1 to 10. So I can rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10. How much did I try in science? And I'm going to say minimum effort for 1, and 10 is maximum effort. So we know what our limits are and what 1 represents and what 10 represents. And I'm going to make this required so that it's another required question. And then I have one more question that I want to ask. And so the other one is, how many missing grades are there in science right now? So this is a question that we'd want to ask, and because this could be all over the place, I could maybe have a few different options, but I'm going to do a short answer because I think that might be a good way to do this. Oh, that reminds me. Maybe instead of multiple choice for this, what's your current letter grade in science? I can change some things around. Maybe instead of multiple choice, we will do let's do a drop down. That seems like a good way to go. All right. So in any case, we've got these 4 questions. There's 4 questions that are here. What is your current grade percentage? What is your current grade the letter? What's my level of effort this week? And how many missing grades are there in science right now? And all of them are questions that are required, and they're all related just to my one science class. So this is how I'd build one form just for looking at my grades. And you would want to do this for every one of your classes so that you can have a question for what are each one of those 4 things in each one of your classes. And then once you have a form, you'll be able to do some interesting things with it. So you'll build this form first, and then you can take a look. You can preview the form by clicking on that eyeball, and then you'll be able to see what this form looks like. So this is your grade tracker. This is what the form looks like. It still gives you an option to edit, but if I wanted to, I could say, what is your current grade in science? Maybe I've got let's do a 78 in science. So my current grade in science is a 78 would be, not a B minus, that would be a C plus. Was my level of effort in science this week? Hopefully it was good. Let's make it an 8. Maybe I'm on the upswing. And then how many missing grades in their science? I really hope there's 0. So I'm going to just put the number 0 in. Okay, so we've got that, and then I will submit. And that's how I'll use my form. So I'll be able to go to that each week. I'll be able to submit a new response each week and see what it looks like. So I'll be able to go back to my Google Drive. And so down here at the bottom, you can see, wrong slider. You can see down here that it's this form. It's still listed as an untitled form right now. We can go back and call it the grade tracker. There we go. Now it's updated. It's the grade tracker form. And so this will update. That's the grade tracker form. Now each week I can go in here, click on this, which will open up this thing, click on the eyeball, and I'll be able to see how it turns out. And I can look at the responses to see how this changes over the course of a week. And I'll make another video that shows you how to really track it and graph it. So we'll see how that works too. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.